Something strange happens to almost everyone. Two people can live through almost the exact same weekend. They both stop working on Friday. They both have 2 days off. They both sleep the same amount. They both have the same 48 hours. But on Monday, one person says, "That weekend felt amazing." The other says, "Wait, how is it already Monday?" So how can the same amount of time feel completely different? Where did the weekend go? Let's investigate. The obvious answer is work. Maybe weekends disappear because we are exhausted. Because after 5 days of stress, your brain simply needs time to recover. That makes sense. Except people say the exact same thing after their holidays, even after having unlimited free time. So maybe work isn't stealing your weekend. We cross it off. How about our phone? It's Saturday, 10:02 a.m. You make coffee. This weekend I will finally relax. You sit down, open YouTube. Just one video. Cut. 10:28. Another one. 11:04. Another. 12:47. You stand up, hungry. And the strange thing is, you don't even remember what you watched. Most people have lived this exact morning. So, did your phone steal your weekend? Maybe, but not in the way you think, because something stranger is happening. Here's the strange part. Your brain does not experience time like a clock. It experiences time through moments. Imagine 2 Saturdays. One, you visit a new city, try strange food, meet new people, get lost, laugh. The other, you stay at home, scroll, watch videos, do the same routine, scroll again. Both days lasted 24 hours, but months later, one feels huge, the other barely exists. Why? Because your brain pays attention to differences. New things create memories. Repeated things get compressed. When everything looks the same, your brain saves less of it. Suddenly, our first clue appears. Maybe your weekend isn't disappearing. Maybe your brain never fully recorded it. But wait, there's another clue. Friday evening, you think, this weekend will be different. I will finally clean the apartment, go to the gym, read, see friends, cook something healthy, start the project, learn something new. And without noticing, your weekend becomes a checklist. Not against other people, against an imaginary version of yourself. The perfect weekend, the productive weekend, the weekend where everything finally happens. And suddenly, you're not experiencing Saturday anymore. You're judging it. Every unfinished plan makes the weekend feel shorter. Here's something almost nobody notices. The moment your brain becomes quiet, you try to escape. For example, standing in line, phone. Waiting for food, phone. 5 empty minutes, phone. Because boredom feels uncomfortable. But boredom isn't actually the enemy. Boredom is the space where your mind starts working differently. Think about it. Your best ideas rarely appear while you're constantly consuming something. They appear in the shower, on walks, during random quiet moments, when your brain finally has room. Let's look at the evidence. Work? No. Your phone? Partly. Memory? Important. Expectations? Even closer. Boredom? It's a missing piece. But none of them is the real thief. The real thief is fragmented attention. Let me explain. Your weekend is no longer one continuous experience. It's hundreds of tiny pieces. A notification, a scroll, a message, a video, a recommendation, a quick check. Each one takes only seconds, but together they break your day into fragments, and your brain does never experience it as one meaningful story. So here's something strange to try. Next weekend, sit somewhere. No music, no phone, no podcast, no book. Just a chair and a blank wall. Then look at it for 10 minutes. That's it. At first, your brain will absolutely hate it. It will search for something else. Anything, a distraction, a notification, a reason to move. But if you resist and if you stay, something changes. Thoughts will appear, ideas, questions, memories, plans you actually care about, and plans you would have never imagined. Not because someone gave them to you, because your own mind finally had space to speak. By the way, this is how people in movies always have these crazy ideas that eventually save their asses. They don't achieve this by scrolling on TikTok for 6 hours, but by giving their brains space to breathe. So, why do weekends disappear so fast? Maybe they don't. Maybe the real mystery is that you were only truly present for a small part of them. Not because you were working, not because you wasted your time, but because your attention kept leaving long before your body did. The weekend didn't disappear, your awareness did. And maybe the purpose of a weekend was never to fill every empty moment. Maybe it was never about doing more. I think it was about finally noticing the moments that were already there. The greatest luxury isn't having more time, it is being able to experience the time we already have.